Hey guys, this is Stu from Stuart Scale Models, and this is my fourth update on my entry into the M group build, which is basically depicting the Ardennes offensive with the M4A3 105 howitzer Sherman. So yeah, I was going to do a bit more work, as you saw posted on most forums on Facebook and obviously Google Plus yesterday, but I've had to do a bit of a deep clean on the man cave today, so that's taken the best part of my day up. And to be honest with you, I'm feeling pretty knackered now. So I'm going to have a break from modelling tonight, as I've been fully on it yesterday, specifically with priming and painting. So I have to say though, I'm very happy with the way things are going, and that Kugelwagen is a super little kit, and I can't recommend the Steiner's or UMP primer enough. It just beds down beautifully. The only thing I would find is some people find it hard just to airbrush it out on its own, so I would suggest putting some isopropyl alcohol just to thin it down a little bit so it doesn't make your airbrush struggle so much. I did a 50-50 mix on it, and it just works out perfectly. It really does. Anyway, enough of my waffle. You want to see my progress. And the Sherman itself is, as you see here, she's now in her base coat. Let's just move the light up a bit. As you can see here, and deckled and clear coated. That's basically what my main emphasis was yesterday. I just wanted to get the base coat down, which went on beautifully. Actually, no, it didn't. I did that the day before, didn't I? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got that done the day before. Went down beautifully with Tamiya's olive drab, and it's come out the right shade of olive drab for the Sherman as well, so that's even better. And then yesterday I clear coated her and deckled her last night. And unusually for the Tamiya decals, they actually went down beautifully without any sort of film, as it were, that you sometimes get. So I must have got the right technique in the Microsole and Microset. In fact, I used the set more than I did the sole, so that's probably why it bedded down so well. And then obviously shortly just now I just basically put another level of clear over the decals just to seal them in. Because the next stage I'm going to do is my first attempt at doing a winter whitewash camo scheme, because it's basically as indicated on the box art. The version I'm going to be doing is, if I get the colour call out on this kit, this one here, which is for the head commander of the 69th Tank Battalion, 6th Armour Division, the Ardennes area, December 1944, during the Ardennes Offensive, or as we all know it, the Battle of the Bulge. It just makes an interesting colour scheme, really. Now, I'm a bit torn between which technique to use for it. Now, I could either use the traditional route, which is basically use the Tamiya white with the hairspray technique, and then just wash off the excess white. Or, better still, I could possibly use UMP's whitewash. I'm not sure which one to go for, to be honest. So, if you guys can leave your preference as to which I should do in the comments column below this video, I'll be very, very grateful. Okay. But it should make for an interesting colour scheme, especially with the weathering techniques I'm going to try out on it as well. So there you go. So another thing I would say is, if anybody is thinking of doing their first 135th Armoured build and they're thinking of doing a Sherman, just go out and get one of these guys. They aren't that expensive. I mean, I got this one on eBay for about, what, $14.99, and it goes together beautifully. It's a super little kit, and obviously with a value gear storage set on the back, that actually gives it that little bit more interest, as it were. And I did actually use some of the storage actually in with the kit as well itself. So there you go. As I say, it's a super little build. It just basically falls together, so much so I ended up buying another M4A3, but with the standard 75mm gun on it. which I'll probably use for a future project. And it is just such a lovely little kit. It really is. It just builds so easily. I mean, admittedly, as I say, I've added the value gear storage set, and I use the extra storage set to be actually do themselves as well with the cans at the back here. But all told, very happy with the way she's turning out so far, and just a little nervous about doing the winter camo scheme, but I'm going to give it a go. But as I say, if you can just basically put in the comment below which you think would be the better technique, then I can make my decision as to which technique to go for. But there you go. So that's the Sherman as she stands. Oh, and also I managed to basically prime the tracks, and I've base coated them as well. So they're all ready to be weathered up and worn out and muddied up, as it were. So that's all ready to be done. And as I say, I've decided to go with the kit tracks, basically because I want to get this build done. I didn't decide to go with Bronco's set of workable track links, as it was going to be a bit too fiddly and I just didn't have the time. So the fact that these fit so well on this kit really sort of pulled it for me. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain if it starts peeling though, that's the only thing. But again, I can just touch it up with some mud and just muddy it up a bit more, as it were, because it is supposed to be in the middle of winter, as it were. So there you go. Okay, so that's that. Now in terms of the Kugelwagen, the good news is the Def Models roof did turn up day before yesterday, so I managed to go into town and pick that up. So that's all done. Got that cut off its blocks and washed, etc. Here's the roof. It's beautiful in detail. I mean, the folds they've got with the actual fabric in the roof are exquisite. It really is a lovely little accessory, and it actually looks very nice on the actual kit itself. And I have actually cut, well, again, I primed it with the old Stylerez black and then just went over it with the khaki. And I did do my research on this one before actually deciding what colour to paint it. So there you go. And the actual Kugelwagen itself, just get off our mounting pegs, went down extremely well as well. I did again put that in Stylerez and then just use the old Tamiya dark yellow, and it's come up a treat. It really has. I mean, the next thing I've got to do on this is basically do the camo, and I was tossing up whether to do the tritonal camo on it, but I've decided just to make ease of progress, I'm going to do for the two-tone camo instead. So it's still quite authentic to the period anyway. Again, with the level of detail on the seats back here, with the leather seats, is exquisite. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Let's get it in the light. It looks super. I mean, the only thing that was a bit of a bugger was basically masking up the windscreen on the front and also on the back here. That did hurt my eyes, I have to say. But again, it's a super little kit. Minimal amount of filler on this side with the mud guards, but the rest of it just fitted together like a dream. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I will own up to the fact that I got the headlights round the wrong way, so that was my fault, not the kit's. So hands up on that one. But it is what it is, guys. It still, to me, it looks to me like a lovely little Kugelwagen. But there you go. So that's that. And then obviously I've got the sub-assemblies done as well. So that's that done. Again, I basically use Def Models aftermarket set for the wheels, which is this set here. They do one of two, one with grip, one without, for the actual Kugelwagen, the Tamiya one. Super little set of wheels. Again, I've basically, as is indicated on this one, base coated the middle hub, as you can see here. And again, the level of detail on it, if I get this into shot, it's going to focus. Focus. Come on. There you go. Is absolutely exquisite, as you can see there. Damn thing doesn't want to focus there. Come on, focus. God, this is a nightmare. as you can see there. He says on the 3rd attempt. And the only thing I've got to do is just the camo on it, and I'll just use an ordinary common or garden little scribe like this, which you can get at Ryman's. So there you go. So that's that. And as I say, I've got the seats done as well. I've just got to do detailed paintwork on those, and obviously the rear guard for the engine as well. So that's that really. Now in terms of the base, actually I'll show you, before I show the base, I'll just show you what a good fit this roof is on this Kugelwagen. So there you go. Absolutely exquisite fit. The only thing that I did slightly muck up was this, because I was trying to line the windscreen up, is there's a slight gap at the front here, if you can see it, guys. But then again, I can put some perfect plastic putty across that, and that will fill that in. But it does look really good with the roof on, I have to say. Anyway, that's that. Next thing was the base. That's still in its Steinerez, as you can see here. Super little base from Flog models, or Fields of Glory models. Level of detail on that again is absolutely exquisite, but I was having a bit of a struggle trying to get this to prime, as the old compressor was struggling a bit after it had so many amounts of time with base coats and primers, etc. She was getting a little bit heated, and I'm struggling. So it's not a perfect prime coat, but it'll do, and hopefully tomorrow I'll get the base coats done with the road, the pavement, and obviously the wall. So I've got those colours all lined up. So basically that's where we're at this moment in time, guys, in regard to my entry into the group build. I hope you like what you see. I will do another update as and when, because next week I'll go back to work, so time is going to be a little bit sort of pushed, as it were, but because I've got stock taking, so that's going to be a pretty busy week. If I can get any time on the workbench next week, I will. Tonight though, I'm having a night off. I'm just going to put that in the corner here for a minute. It's a toss up between two things, because I hadn't actually been doing any gaming in ages, and I'm currently on this Call of Duty 3 game. So excuse the chatter in the background, that's my housemate. Good old game. I've got an Xbox 360 set. I know what you're thinking now, why hasn't he got a new one? I'm quite happy with the actual one I've got. I've only recently just got this Xbox 360, so I'm not going to upgrade to another one. So there you go. And not only that, you can play the old Xbox games on this as well. So yeah, it's a good old game. Graphics are fantastic on it, and certainly keeps me gripped. And either that, or I shall be watching Return of the Jedi tonight, because I've got to that one now, episode 6 as it were, and then obviously the next one is The Force Awakens. So there you go. Also, I might be tempted to do another little intermediate build, because I've got this one in this week, which is Revell's AT-ACT, which is off of Road 1. I saw Phil Flory actually fit this thing together in about, what, 45 minutes, and yeah, I might have a crack at it, prime it, weather it up, and I might leave the electronics in it and put it on a base, so we will see. I'm not sure, because obviously I need to get this M group build finished. I don't want too many distractions, and I've got 2 other builds that are forthcoming. In fact, 4. I'll see. I might do this, I might not, but we'll see. Anyway, I've done enough waffling on. Hope you like the video. So if you do, subscribe to my channel and leave your comments. And as I say, in regard to the whitewash winter camo scheme, just tell me which you think is the best technique to go for, and I'll go for it. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. So until the next time, enjoy your weekend. I hope you're all enjoying your builds out there and your weekend. I certainly am, before I go back to work on Monday. So until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and take care, guys, and have a great weekend.